for coming up with this wonderful idea of conducting this kind of a session, which will actually give you the real plan of what you can do for the examination as of now for the SFM paper. So I would like to share my screen. Yes, I have the access to that. Okay, so I hope you all can see my screen. Please come on the chat box and tell me a yes, just for me to confirm. Yes, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Things to keep in mind.
Right, all right. So let me not waste any further time. Let's start. What are the things to be kept in mind for the coming 2 days, which is left for you to write your SFM examination? First of all, hats off to all of you. Despite all the troubled times, you have actually held up so much and you have actually sticked on. You have written the exam. That shows your dedication. This will definitely come out with a very, very good and a positive result. Rule number one, which I want all of you to keep in your mind, is that your FR paper, whether it is easy or whether it is tough, that should not be a reason to affect your SFM paper. I have heard many students coming and telling, oh God, my FR paper was very lengthy, it was very tough, I couldn't do properly, and they become emotionally down, because of which they start thinking, should I write my SFM paper? Yes or no? Friends, I'll share with you my own experience. If you have found FR paper tough, at least for me, when I was a student, I found my FR paper extremely tough. Based on my calculations, I was getting only 36 marks. I thought I will not pass and I got demoralized to write down the SFM paper. Somehow I held back. I went and wrote the SFM paper also, and when the final results came out, I got 46 in FR and I got 72 in SFM. One thing what I learned that day was, if the paper is tough, the valuation will be little bit liberal so that you can actually get through. And the other way also it can come. If the paper is easy, you might start thinking, wow, the paper is easy, you're very much excited. You suddenly become relaxed and you don't prepare much for the SFM. That is the other counterpart. Many a times FR paper has been easy, but the marks what they give has become very, very less. So friends, first thing, please clear your mind from whatever happened in exam. The paper is over, you have done your best. Now you have to focus and give it your best for the SFM paper without thinking about whether my FR paper was easy or whether my FR paper was tough. So this is rule number one, and a very, very important rule. Clear your mind from the hangover of whatever has happened in your financial reporting paper. Easy, you might still get less marks because the valuation might be tough. Tough, you might still get good marks because the valuation might become liberal. So please keep that one thing in mind. Let us go to rule number two, which I wanted to share with you. Today is Saturday, tomorrow Sunday, Monday afternoon is your examination. Saturday, you are already exhausted. Your brain is totally roasted after sitting 3 hours in the exam hall and writing a financial reporting paper, which is a highly logical and a numerical oriented paper. Now your brain is tired. At this time, if you start studying something tough in SFM, your brain will not be able to absorb that. So my request to all of you is that today, do only the easy topics that are coming in SFM. Easy topics would be such as bond valuation, or you can call it as security analysis or security valuation. And the other topic is mutual fund. Two easy topics you do today, more than sufficient. You don't have to go try covering too much on the first day itself, because what you study today is not very important. What is more important is you learning this, absorbing this into your mind and writing it in the examination. That is extremely, extremely crucial. So that is point number one. Saturday, study only two simple topics, but these two topics will have good marks coverage as far as the exams are concerned. So less effort, more marks. This is the first rule that I wanted. The second rule which I wanted to share with all of you. Next one, very, very important. SFM is more of a numerical paper. You have a lot of number crunching coming in that. For that, your brain has to be sharp. When I wrote my examination, I had made a point that I will sleep by 9 o'clock and get up at 4 o'clock. That would give me 7 hours of sleep. If you're comfortable with less sleep but you're fresh, that is very, very important. Less sleep but you should be fresh. Once you get up, you should not feel tired, because once you feel tired, you will not be able to study more and ultimately your performance will get affected. I used to sleep for 7 hours. I would recommend the same to you also, because once you sleep for 7 hours and you get up, your brain is completely fresh. Then you have the whole day, and the whole day you have to sit and you have to study. And morning when you get up, your brain is very, very fresh. At that time, you are supposed to focus on the tough topics. So tomorrow morning, let's say we're talking about Sunday morning, try studying two difficult chapters. One is international finance and the other one is portfolio management. These two chapters again give lot of questions from the examination and finally mergers. So friends, when I'm talking about these five chapters, bond valuation, or you call it as security valuation, security analysis, mutual fund, tomorrow early morning international finance, then portfolio management, then mergers. By the time you cover this, ideally speaking, you are left with only the theory part and you're left with derivatives. Only two parts are left for you to study. So I can in fact tell in a different language that by studying all these things, you are ideally covering 70% by tomorrow evening with a proper planned approach where you're getting good sleep also, good rest also, and the topics are getting covered with good quality. Alright, then let me go to the next slide now. After that, we come to the last day, that is on Monday morning. Early morning, you get up from your sleep. Again, once you wake up from your sleep, your mind is completely fresh. And that is the time when you can focus on taking the next difficult topic, that is derivatives. So let us say Monday 2 o'clock is the exam. Monday morning 4 o'clock is a time when you're sitting and you're learning derivatives. 3 hours to 4 hours is a target time that you should give, in which you should be doing futures, options and interest rate derivatives. Max to max up to 9 a.m. Once the time touches 9 a.m., you should stop doing practical. You should not go further anymore in practical, because I don't want you to go to the examination hall with a roasted mind. You do too much of workout in the morning, your logical mind is completely exhausted. After that, you go to the exam hall and you write the paper with a tired mind. You will definitely end up making some silly mistakes. So from 9 a.m. in the morning till 1 p.m., that is the examination time, excluding the travel time that you have, focus purely on theory. Theory is highly scoring. Approximately 16 to 20 marks is coming as theory in the examination, and this is the time when you should focus on theory. Theory means the important topics of theory is startup finance. There's a chapter called as risk management, etc, etc. I will be showing you the names of which chapters exactly you should focus as far as the theory is concerned. Alright, so by 9 a.m. once you stop doing the practicals and you do theory, you should not go to the examination hall with a roasted mind. That is what I just told before. Alright, so let me summarize the whole study plan once again, friends, so that I hope you have understood what I am trying to tell. Rule number 1, Saturday, learn mutual funds, bond valuation, or you can call it as security valuation. Have a good sleep. Once you have a good sleep, tomorrow morning you do international finance first. After that, you do portfolio management, then you do mergers. So from difficult, little less difficult, little less difficult. So your brain will be able to take it in the right format, and by tomorrow evening, you're covered 70%. Last day morning, first you do derivatives, that is options, futures, interest rate derivatives, followed by theory, and 2 o'clock, you reach the examination hall. 1 p.m. To 2 p.m., that 1 hour time, don't go back and try revising everything. It will not be practical. That 1 hour, focus on formula revision. For example, you must have learned the formula Gordon's model is P0 is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. You must have learned some other formula like what is the formula for binomial model, what is the formula for average duration, etc, etc. Just recall the formula and the logic from your mind, or brush through it through any book. If you have a formula summary, well and good. Otherwise, just go through it and brush through the entire thing. This way, you will be able to revise the entire chapter's formula once again quickly, concepts once again quickly, and 2 o'clock you will be right inside the examination hall. I hope everybody is clear with what I just explained to all of you. Now, even before I continue further, okay, just now I mentioned formula recollection has to happen in the last 1 hour. These are the important theory chapters: securitization, risk management, security analysis, and startup finance. All right. Now, friends, even before I go to the next part, one very, very important thing. Right now, what I shared with you was how you should prepare for the examination. Okay. Now, I will go to the next point, which is very, very important. You should be very positive. You should be very, very strong during these 2 days. Not only these 2 days, even the coming days. I believe that CA is more of a test of how much stress you can handle. If you are able to handle good stress, you will definitely be able to get through the examination. So here stress management has got a very big role, and for that I have a few tips which I want you to share. Tip number one, I told you, sleep well. Do not sleep too less and make yourself tired. Very important, because once you go to the examination hall, you should be able to write your exam smoothly and you should have a fresh mind. Rule number one is sleep. Rule number two, I know the exams are going, time is very short, but I request all of you, please take out at least 20 minutes. I repeat, 20 minutes in a day of 24 hours for some form of exercise. The best one would be running right now. It doesn't take much strain and it gets over fast, but it gives good result. I used to run every day during my examination to control my stress. What I used to do was, evening after one exam gets over, I get back home, I would be already very much exhausted and my mind would be taking the hangover. Let's say for example, financial reporting paper. Paper got over, I have got back home, I'm very tired and I'm very much stressed out. I used to just go out, 10 minutes of slow running, that will make my body relax. After the 10 minutes of super fast running, run like a mad dog, doesn't matter. Once you do that kind of a running and you complete that running session, your heart will start pumping like crazy. Your blood circulation will become amazing. I used to follow that up with one glass of a Bonvita and maybe a banana. Sugar levels will suddenly go up in my mind. I will become strong, and today when I read it technically, there is a chemical called as endorphins, which is a kind of a drug which is given to people to feel good. That drug is naturally generated with exercise. So what happened is that those 20 minutes of investment in one day gave me lot of positive energy, that yes, I can do it. And with that energy, when you study, you are able to cover much more. If you try compromising on a 20 minutes of exercise in a day, you will end up getting very much stressed and sometimes even depressed. Oh God, what am I doing? That depression will come because your body is lacking the feel-good drug. This exercise will give you that feel-good drug. It will keep you stable. It will keep your mind strong during the examination. So my request to all of you friends, please spend 20 minutes doing some form of exercise. Running and push-ups are the best ones according to me. They help you to, make you feel extremely good before the examinations. Then you have to use these 4 rules: visualize, work hard, use auto-suggestion and achieve it. Visualization. Any successful person has actually started his career and has become successful only with the help of visualization. Every day keep this visualization. Yes, today I will study security valuation, mutual funds. Tomorrow I will do international finance, portfolio management, mergers. Last day I will do derivatives. I will do the theory part. I will go to the examination hall. Exam will be tough, but I will be tougher than the examination. I will write my exams properly, and after that, finally when all the exams get over, I will go and check my results, and yes, I have become a CA. I am a chartered accountant. This vision you should see every day. It takes you hardly 1 minute to see this vision, but once you keep seeing this vision inside yourself every day, you will see it and you will make it a reality. Because visualization is step number 1. Only then working hard will help you. Working hard without direction will never help you. Visualize. After that, you have to work really hard, achieve your dreams and become successful. And once you work hard, every day use auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is basically talking to yourself. Keep telling to yourself, yes, I am a chartered accountant. Yes, I am a chartered accountant. Yes, I am doing well. Yes, I will win. Yes, I will win. Yes, I will win. Repeat this thing to yourself again and again and again, and your brain will start giving you energy and the focus required to go and write the examination in the best form. Till date, so many people have become extremely successful because of auto-suggestion. If my life has transformed, it is only because of auto-suggestion. So before sleeping, keep telling to yourself, yes, I am a chartered accountant this time. Yes, I am a chartered accountant this time. See the vision, work hard, use auto-suggestion, and I promise you, you will win, you will achieve. I would conclude my session with this. I don't want to take much of your time. Today, every minute is precious for you. If you have any doubts or any things you want to ask me, please ask me now. I will clarify all those doubts for you. Yes, friends, do you have any doubts? Vignesh, Kishore, Aishwarya, all good. Vaibhav, Rakesh. Anyone has got any doubts, please let me know. I'm here to clarify all your doubts. Let me check if there are any comments coming on YouTube. In the meanwhile, if you have any queries, please check it in the put it in the chat box. Okay, I have a lot of chats in YouTube. Sorry, I have not been checking this. I will just check this in revert. Ajit, hi. Hello, TNM. Sharanya, Shashikala, Namita, Ajit, Anupam. It's visible, it's audible. Thank you. Hi, marks. Okay, Ajit, your question is what about covering practice manual? Well, yes, practice manual is one of the most important books that you should learn. But what is more important is learn what you have already done. Last, when you prepare, whatever you have prepared, only do that. Do not enter into anything new. If you have learned practice manual, revise it well and good. Many of the students who use my book, I would say only refer my book today, last day. Last day, don't go into everything. My book is also nothing but a summary of many of the questions, important questions from the practice manual. Last day, do not even risk learning anything new. It will be of no use. If you never got time for the last 2 years to learn that, now there is no use of learning anything new. I hope you are clear with that part. Next one. Thank you, Venkatachalam. Thank you, Anupam. Any other doubts? Ambreen, for old syllabus, you have to focus on a little bit of other chapters also, like leasing versus borrowing, risk analysis, dividend policy, and capital budgeting. These 4 chapters are important. They will surely ask you, because now this old syllabus is getting phased out. Maybe this can be the last attempt, or maybe they will give you one more chance to write down. So this can be taken as the last chance as far as this is concerned. So leasing versus borrowing, factoring, dividend policy, risk analysis, all these mini chapters give high importance if you are an old syllabus student. Normally, I would never say that one is important, other one is not important. Old syllabus, but yes, those topics are important. All right. Thank you, Prabhakar. Thank you, Anupam. Uzair Azhar, I think I answered your query. Whatever you have studied, only focus on that. Do not go and learn anything new on the last day. Thank you, Sharanya. Thank you, Pratik. Bhavani, you have a doubt. Derivative Black-Scholes model. Is there a high likelihood of the question? Bhavani, I would not answer that question as such. Everything is important. Black-Scholes model has not been asked in the last 10 to 12 years. They might come, it might not come. If you have learnt it now, Bhavani, study it and bring it forward. If you have not learnt it now, forget it. Tomorrow, if it comes, don't feel guilty also. Just leave it. Last minute now, if you sit and learn, it will be of no use. It will only drain on the other topics that you have learnt. Alright? So just forget about it if you have not learnt it. Do not bother about it. But if you have learnt it, just revise it and finish it off. As simple as that. Next one. Is your crash course material enough for revision? Ganesh, in my crash course material, I have done all the important topics, extremely important topics. My crash course material, one day before the exam, if you do, yes, it will be covering 60 to 70%. But if you ask me whether it will cover 100%, I would say no, it will not be covering 100%. You can also go through my detailed material if you have it with you. That covers all the other questions also. Venkatachalam, I have seen our class workbook notes 1 month before. Now can I see only study material illustrations and sums? Venkatachalam, don't learn anything new. Have you done study material sums earlier? Then you do it now. Don't go and learn it fresh today, because then you will not remember what you learned in the class also. You won't remember anything now also. Am I right? Learn and do only those things that you are familiar with. Do not do anything else. Any other doubts, friends? I'll give you 1 more minute. Otherwise, we'll pack up because your time is very, very precious right now. You have done twice, Venkatachalam. Are you confident that you don't need to revise that? in that case you can go to the study material. But if you have not learned study material, don't learn it today. This is a very late time for you to learn something new. You do it once again, my material, that's more than enough. But don't learn something in the last minute, it will only demoralize you. I believe all the doubts are cleared up, friends. I don't want to take any more of your time. So friends, again, I would summarize with the lesson what I told you. Visualize. Visualize that you're learning smoothly. How much ever the time is tough, you are tougher than the time. Visualize all the exams get over. Do not pray that paper should be easy. If paper is easy, valuation will become tough. Pray that paper is tough, but you are going to be tougher than the paper. Pray that you will be fighting it hard and you will stay strong till the last minute. It is the last minute fight that counts the most. So do not give up on the last minute. Give it your 100%. Visualize all the paper you write without giving up, whether the paper is easy or whether the paper is tough. Visualize that finally the exams are over, you are relaxing. Visualize the results are coming. Visualize that you see yourself getting those two wonderful words, pass, pass. Yes, you have become a chartered accountant. And then auto suggest. Keep telling to yourself, yes, I am a CA. Yes, I am a CA. Yes, I am a CA. Repeat this inside you. You will get all the energy that you need. Do some good exercise. Get some good sleep. Work hard. Give it your 100%. You will get through and you will all become successful. All the very best, my dear friends. Do well for the examination. You will win. You will become successful and the day will come when your dreams will be fulfilled. All the very best. Thank you so much. Have a nice time ahead. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Rakesh. Venkatachalam, you have revised SM twice, then do SM and SM once again. Study material once again. No issues in that. Okay. Thank you, Neha. Thank you, Nimi. Thank you, Harsha. Thank you, everyone. All right, I'll leave the meeting now. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Well, one more doubt. TNM, MTP, if you have done it earlier, do it today. If you have not done it earlier, last minute, please don't spend your energy on that. Okay.